let's get started. Well, my skin is definitely on board with today's overall look. Thank goodness for Zoria AR. This anti-redness calming cream is absolutely amazing on days where my cheeks and sometimes my forehead are just a little extra angry and inflamed. Just rub it on the affected areas and it really helps calm it and gets rid of that red. Next, I'm going to use Zoria Plus Eyelid Cleanser. It's a foam. And just rub it between your fingers and gently rub back and forth across your top and bottom eyelids, top and bottom eyelashes. Next, we're going to use Zoria Dermal Spray. I spray it all over my eyes and my face. Either or works. It just kind of kills any extra bacteria or dirt I have lurking. Next, I'm going to use the Zoria Under Eye Cream. I use this every morning before putting on my makeup, and there's a serum I use every evening before going to bed. And I have not always been into under eye creams and serums, but this stuff actually really works. There's a noticeable difference. I'm very pleased with it. Next, I'm going to use Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is my absolute favorite eyelid primer. Before, I would have certain days where I would just be super creasy by the afternoon, and with this, that is never a problem. We're going to start out with this cream color eyeshadow from the Lorac Pro palette. And we're going to just blend it over your entire eyelid all the way up into your eyebrow line. You want to make sure you have it evenly across. And then we're going to repeat it with your other eye. Then we're going to use the nude color from that same palette. And we're going to go along your top lash line and then right above your natural crease. This has a slight shimmer to it, so you don't want to go all the way up to your eyebrow. Next, we're going to use the mauve color from the Lorac Pro palette. And I'm going to start on the outside and work my way up and right above that natural crease. Kind of just fan it out towards the top there. And we're going to blend it out. And make sure it's blended really well. We don't want any harsh lines. Why, hello. Next, we're going to use the bronze color from the same palette and just go right along your natural crease, kind of keeping it tight in there. I love how this color combination makes my eyes appear even more green. It's crazy how certain colors do that. Next, we're going to use Garnet from that same palette. And we're going along your natural crease line on the outer edges. And then you want to do it on the other eye as well. I'm always amazed by how these garnet and mauve and even purple hues tend to make my eyes pop. You gotta love the magic in colors. And then we're gonna blend everything out underneath your eyes to make sure we pick up any loose shadow that might have fallen. We definitely don't want the black eye look. Next, we're going to use some concealer. I prefer the stick concealer by Maybelline, but definitely feel free to use any concealer you prefer. We're just trying to brighten things up a little under the eyes. And then we're gonna go along your T in the center of your face. And I like to create actually a V shape, not a T shape. And then I work my way down the bridge of my nose. It just gives a more narrow appearance. And then we're gonna use the silicone blender. And just pat it. You don't have to push too hard. Again, we are not going for the black eye look. And blend it out around the chin. Marvelous. Next, I'm going to use this Sheseido water-based foundation. It's Synchro Skin is actually the name of it. And I'm going to use my blending sponge to apply it. And I like to normally start out at the top of my cheeks and work my way up and down. And just blend it out. Next, we are going to use a loose mineral setting powder. And we're going to apply it over the entire area you just applied foundation to keep everything nice and matte, but also set. So fun fact, did you know that Melisandre is actually around, or she's supposed to be around 400 years old? I mean, she looks really good for her age. Next, we're going to apply some blush along our cheekbones, along the edges, the outer edges of the bridge of your nose, again, to give that more narrow effect. It's all in the details. Hey, hey. Next, I'm going to use Kat Von D's setting powder. Now, this is much lighter than the last powder, and so I actually use this as a highlighter. And so I'm going to go under my cheekbone on both sides, right underneath the eyes and above the apples of the cheeks. And you want to blend it out. Then I'm going to use my other blending sponge and I'm going to blend the whole look out. We don't want any harsh lines. Next, I'm going to use a black eyeliner. I prefer this ALMAY black eyeliner, but again, whatever you prefer. Eyeliner is definitely one of those things that teach their own. So yeah, so going back to Melisandre, so apparently her necklace was imbued with magical powers that both hid her age and prolonged her life. Where can I get one of those? Ah, yes. And moving on to lash curling. And then we are going to apply black mascara. I prefer the Zoria Boost Mascara. The combination of this stuff with the serum, that it's basically its partner product, I have seen a huge difference in the length in my lashes. I'm not a huge fan of getting my lashes done, so I think this is a great alternative. And then you also want to apply it to your bottom lash line. Next, we're going to work on those eyebrows. I normally brush them out a little bit before applying any kind of filler, just to make sure my natural shape is not too crazy. Now you can use either a gel filler, a pencil, a powder filler. It's completely up to you. I would just highly recommend for this specific look using a dark auburn. And moving on to the other eyebrow. Now, Melisandre had some pretty fierce arches, but they were very dainty at the same time, if you will. Next, I always like to blend out the filler that I've just applied to my eyebrows with a brush. I normally just use an angled brush and move from the inside out. And just try and make sure they're as close to the same shape as you can get them. Don't worry if they're not perfect. Ooh, haha. Next, I'm going to apply some Ardell 110 Demi lashes. These tend to be my go-tos. They add a good deal of length and they're just enough fullness that it's not too over the top. And for the Red Woman's look, I mean, she had gorgeous lashes, but obviously they were supposed to be natural, quote unquote. Haha. And next I'm going to use this liquid highlighter. This stuff is fun. A little goes a long way. And we're going to apply it along the apples of your cheek and work your way up. And again on the other side. And then down the bridge of your nose. Ooh, shimmer, shimmer. And then we're gonna use our silicone blender again, and we're gonna blend it outwards because again, while we all love a nice shimmer, we don't want super harsh lines of shimmer. Next, we're going to use a natural but pink tinted lipstick. Melisandre always had this glowy, made up but natural look going, so that's definitely what we're trying to achieve here. And next, I'm going to lighten up this lip color just a little bit with a matte gloss. Voila! Magic! And that, my dears, is how you achieve the look of the red woman. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you liked this video, and definitely keep an eye out. We'll be putting out new videos just like this every other Monday. Thanks. See you guys later. Bye.